Welcome back, trainers. So the community day for Bagon has been wrapped up over here in Anchorage, and I was able to catch myself 14 shinies, and I evolved quite a few Salamence with Outrage. Now here's the thing, I did a lot more than I probably should have, but that's okay, because I am preserving them for the future, so when I do become lucky friends with somebody, I will be able to have that guaranteed Outrage, and possibly even shiny for them to mirror trade me, or if they requested that one, it's on standby. So that's what I did. We'll take a look at all those here, as well as all my shiny catches. I didn't include all of them, I don't think, so we'll just have a little montage playing in the background here. I did power up one Salamence, which unfortunately was not going to be shiny at the moment. And what if we trade them and they become horrible? You know, that's kind of a waste. So we're going to wait for that good opportunity, and then we'll be able to get the guaranteed shiny with Outrage. Anyways, with that said, this thing is actually performing magnificent with Outrage. Yeah, so if you're thinking, okay, well, Rayquaza is going to be a lot better, Rayquaza, whatever, is going to be doing a whole lot better than Salamence, and that's not the case. The thing is a monster. I did go over the numbers, and there was a lot of criticism, saying people that they don't trust GoHub and their numbers. But it's funny because I watched another YouTuber who did a comparison on another site, and it was basically the same, and there was no scrutiny whatsoever. So I don't know what anybody has against GoHub. Maybe they messed up once or twice before, but as far as I know, they're pretty accurate. And I was telling you, if you cannot afford a Rayquaza, you don't have people in your area, or you just did not rate it when it was out, not to mention the candies are going to be ridiculous for you to actually power up several of them. You're going to need a ton of rare candies, as well as doing all these raids. Well, this is going to be the budget. And it's not even a bad one either. It's just right behind it. If anything, it's probably going to perform a little bit better in some certain situations, okay? Not all the time, all right? So just take note of that. If you have a bunch of these ready to go, or you have some trades lined up and you will possibly get them, you know, better IVs, whatever, you're going to probably want to power those up. So say you did power up a bunch like myself, like we'll take a look at here in just a moment. It's going to look a little ridiculous on how many I powered up, or at least evolved. But like I said, they are going to be for the future. So whenever we do get lucky friends with other people, we're going to be able to get those mirror trades and then just power them up then. Because the shiny for Salamence looks awesome. Now, does it make a difference? If you're still curious and you have no idea about this, does a shiny perform better than a normal? No, not at all. For the most part, you get worse IVs with them. It's random, but for me personally, yeah. Always getting those horrible IV ones. Unless I get really lucky. I did go to my specific grind spots where I usually can find a 15, 10, 15 shiny, and not this time. But I did have an older one, I do believe, or it was traded to me. Normal, 15, 13, 15, which we are actually going to be maxing out. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at my collection really quick here. And here are my Shiny Bagons, as well as some Salamence that I already evolved. So I did catch 14 shinies. So I'm going to tell you this though, you know how I usually find one within the first 5 minutes? Nope, not this time. But the thing was, we were in the store for the first like 6 minutes, so it doesn't really count too much. But it took me 20 minutes, so technically 14 minutes to actually find my first shiny. I was able to find a 420 Shiny Bagon. It's not going to be great. Let's take a look here. Not going to evolve it at all either. We want to keep it at that number there. So that's pretty funny there. And as you can see, I made 5 Shiny Bagon. So those are going to be for trades, mirror trades, right? And I'm going to be looking for the same CP. Actually, not this one. This is going to be for the Great League, just to test it out and see how it performs. Unfortunately, I did not look around enough and check the CP trajectory on where they're going to land for the Great League. And unfortunately, this one is going to be 1468. If I power it up again, here, I'll show you. It's going to be at 1518. So that is kind of a bummer there that I couldn't get it to get closer to 1500. It's going to have Outrage. That's perfectly fine. We're good to go. If you do have one of these and you have not competed in your Kingdom Cup yet, this is going to be eligible because it's going to be part Dragon type. I don't know how well it's really going to perform, seeing that Outrage does take quite a bit of energy to get off there, and it's going to have a double weakness to Ice, as well as Altaria's Dragon Breath will be tearing it apart. It would be fun to go into the cup, I guess, or maybe just, you know, battle a few of your friends without actually going into the tournament with it. Fire Fang because of Lucario, as well as any other steel type like Steelix. But if you did go up against a Altaria, it's going to have quite a bit of tankiness, and Fire Fang is literally going to do hardly anything, while the Dragon Breath is just going to rip right through your Salamence. So if that situation does arise with you, I don't think it's going to be horrible or anything, but at the same time, it's not the best option. But it's not horrible. All right, Fire Fang, you know, super effective to Lucario. Part flying, so resisting that counter and power up punch, although Shadow Ball will be hurting you too. Anyways, there you go. All right, so I do have 5 of those, and 4 of them are going to be up for trade unless we, it takes forever for us to finally get that lucky friendship like I did with Denali View here. And this amazing Kyogre, if you did not see that, it's going to be my last video. Go ahead and check it out if you didn't watch it. I did become lucky friends with her, and well, as you can see, I maxed it out. I put rare Kanzi to it, and simple as that. And here are my Salamence. Looks pretty clean with those shinies all together there. Pretty nice. So let's go ahead and check out by CP. And my highest is going to be 17, 18. That is going to have Outrage and Dragon Tail. We're going to be checking out that power up here in just a moment. And then we have this one that's 1853, the best shiny that I have here. And it's not going to be that great, and I did not power it up. I didn't power any of these up except for, let me show you really quick, the one I had already previously from before, this one here. Okay, and this is going to be Draco Meteor. All right, still good old buddy old pal, I suppose. All right, and man, I don't know what's going on with the Luckies, to be honest with you, but for the last 2 community days, we actually have been trading quite a significant time before the 1 hour period just to be safe, specifically this time because we didn't want to take any chances seeing that this is actually a very meta relevant Pokemon. So we kind of stopped early, probably could have got even more shinies, and we did not get any lucky trades for the first hour. It was not until like 20 minutes left of the last hour where you can evolve where we started to receive the luckies. And it was this one here, and the reason why it's so low is because she ran out. All right, she ran out of high CP ones, and so I have these, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of candies. All right, so the Stardust is cut down, but the candy cost is still going to stay the same. So maybe we'll have an event where candies are cut down and you can evolve, but I highly doubt it because I don't think we've ever seen anything like that. Other than that, I do have the 14, 15, 15. So that's not bad. Of course, it had to be 14 in attack, of course. And then I do have this 14, 13, 15 here. And I did go with this, you know, this one right here because, well, this is going to be the best option. And it's also, if you did not know, the lower the defense, I'd say 10 is going to be the lowest you possibly want for the breaking point. You probably could go to 5, but you're going to get your energy for your charge move to charge faster because you're taking more damage. Now this is only going to be for raids, not PvP, okay? It will also work for gym battles as well. So just a little tip there. If you do have like a 15-0-15, that's, you know, works, right? I do have a Gengar that's sitting pretty low on its defense, 15-2-15, and it has the highest damage output for all of the Gengars. I mean, the difference when you're using it in battle is going to be very, very minuscule, but at the end of the day, the damage output is going to be a little bit better, can get to that Shadow Ball faster, in this case, Outrage. So just a little tip there for you. So there's my collection, looking pretty good, happy about that. So I do have stuff for whenever I meet people or become lucky friends with them. We're going to be able to take care of business if they're looking for one, and hopefully they have one. So I'll be able to mirror trade them. So there we go. Let's go ahead and check out that power up. Alrighty, trainers. So I'd like to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a big thumbs up. Enjoy this power up, and I'll be catching you all next time.